Welcome once again to the Rkaydz collection, where each week we formally induct a treasured piece of video game history into the ever-growing Rkaydz Video Game Museum. I hope everyone had an amazing weekend. I know I did. The Jazz Festival was awesome. Even with all the amazing things going on in Atlanta and around the nation during the Memorial Day weekend, our Field Notes agents were at MomoCon, the annual anime, gaming, comics, and overall fandom culture convention. Rkaydz was on the scene doing what we do best, connecting and making new friends. Let's start with Subsume and its founder, Dedrin Sneed, a creative technologist, Afrofuturist, and the mind behind the Subsume platform. Dedrin is an architect of digital equity, blending comics, gaming, and virtual events into a space where marginalized voices shape the future. From his award-nominated series, Sorghum and Spear, to teaching at MIT and Georgia State, Dedrin's mission is simple. Build worlds that include everyone, and that's the kind of work we support. Big time. Thank you, Dedrin. We saw you there, my lost toy, repping Charlie's collectible show. Awesome both. We got nothing but love for you. We'll be circling back to Charlie's Super Swap, Nerd Yard Sale, and Retro Video Game Expos coming up over the next few months. Charlie's events in the description below. At the heart of MomoCon's Indie Showcase, one booth buzzed with absolute gratitude. Ron Jones of the Indie Cluster enjoys supporting developers, and he's making sure no passion project gets left behind. Ron's team provides something rare: hands-on help. While other platforms offer pages of links, Indie Cluster shows up with traveling booths, mentorship, and a spirit that feels more like family than service. For indie developers facing an uphill climb, Ron and his team are building bridges. And if you ask him why, the joy of seeing someone discover a great game is always worth it. And then, fate walked into frame. Our field agents on assignment happened to stumble across a familiar name: Preston Burt from the Southern Fried Gaming Expo, the very event our viewers had been trying to win tickets for. A fixture in the southeastern gaming scene, Preston has helped transform the Southern Fried Gaming Expo from a regional pinball show into one of the largest arcade and tabletop expos in the country, equal parts nostalgia and next-gen. And by the way, we're giving away 2 3-day passes to the Southern Fried Gaming Expo in Atlanta, Georgia. To enter, just subscribe to Rkaydz on YouTube, like this episode, and share your favorite arcade or console memory in the comments. Don't forget to tag it with this hashtag. You can enter once per episode, starting from episode 1 until episode 9. One lucky winner will be announced in our season finale. Visit rkaydz.com/giveaway for further details. To hear more from Dedrin, Ron, and Preston, including their full interviews, visit the Field Notes playlist on our YouTube channel. These brilliant voices are part of the archive now. Today, we unveil not just 1, but 2 legacy-gaining artifacts. A small card that once opened doors to exclusive rewards, the Club Nintendo registration card, and this one is really special, the Nintendo Power Pad. Truly the start of Nintendo's physical interactivity to gaming. Club Nintendo. A name that evokes memories of scratched-off pen codes, reward wish lists, and the quiet thrill of earning points simply for being a devoted fan to your plumber, elf, or space bounty hunter. To fully appreciate this artifact, we must journey back, way back, to its roots in Japan, where Club Nintendo originated in 2003. The concept was simple: purchase the Nintendo product, register it online, earn virtual currency, stars in Europe, points in Japan, and coins in the United States, and then trade them in for bespoke Nintendo items you couldn't purchase anywhere else. There were gold Wii nunchucks, or a Hanafuda card set, the very game Nintendo sold back in 1889. Or perhaps a soundtrack CD for your favorite Zelda title. These were cultural artifacts that put Rkaydz in business. Nintendo's legacy gifted back to its most faithful players. But like many beloved things, Club Nintendo was not to last. The service shuttered in 2015, with Nintendo citing the need to improve the customer rewards experience. And thus, the curtains closed on a chapter that had run for over a decade. Next artifact. Way before the Ring Fit adventure, before Just Dance, there was this, a humble rectangle of plastic and vinyl that dared to make our living rooms the actual arcade. Originally released in Japan as the Family Trainer in 1986, and rebranded for North America in 1988, the Nintendo Power Pad was an interactive game-changer by proving that movement was part of the game. Bundled with games like world-class track meet, dance aerobics, and stadium events, the Power Pad featured 12 pressure-sensitive buttons designed to detect running, hopping, and rhythmic stepping, well before motion controllers were mainstream. It brought gamified fitness into homes over a decade before Wii Fit, Kinect, or Peloton. Before we get to the Power Pad, we'll start with the Club Nintendo registration cards. This particular card remains unused, a rare find. While the program has ended and the rewards are no longer redeemable, this card stands as a testament to a time when loyalty was tangibly rewarded. And now the Power Pad. Our artifact is a North American original. This version featured two distinct play sides. Side A, well used. Side B, the standard, with its iconic blue and red circles and the layout familiar to every 80s kid who sprinted in socks and dove onto number 6 with Olympic determination. Condition, a touch worn in places but remarkably preserved. No major tears. Button sensitivity still functional, though these mats were infamous for registering false inputs from rowdy players and low carpets. Though short-lived and commercially modest, the Power Pad left a legacy of ambition. Nintendo believed you could move, sweat, and smile, all while holding no controller at all. Without a doubt, the precursor to the Wii, which will eventually lead to the Nintendo Switch. Just wait till we find the Power Glove and U-Force. And so, this unused registration card, simple, unassuming, takes its place in the Rkaydz collection. It is, perhaps, the most Nintendo idea of all, to turn something ordinary like a registration card into something unforgettable. The Nintendo Power Pad, artifact of movement, mat of dreams, and for many, the first workout that came with a start button, all of which are hereby inducted into the Rkaydz Museum collection. Through our Boss Level Giving initiative, we're proud to support the able gamers, helping players with disabilities experience the worlds we all grew up loving. If you believe in the power of play, visit rkaydz.com/donate to contribute, or simply share this episode to help us reach more hearts, because generosity is always part of the game. Watch more acquisitions every Tuesdays and Fridays on the Rkaydz YouTube channel. Together, we can be part of video game history, one cartridge, console, and controller at a time. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Follow Rkaydz on Instagram and TikTok. And if you're holding the Rkaydz coin, keep it handy. Drops, crates, and more giveaways are on the horizon. Remember to subscribe and like this episode. See you Friday.